Well, let's face it, the House of Cards is falling, and it's falling quickly, my friends. But we are doing everything to try and stem the flow, as it were. So right now, holding this Western Front is one of the things we can do, also reinforcing existing units. But I'll show you sort of the point of danger. Well, there's a point of danger all across this map, obviously, but the main point of danger is that these forces have made it through, which is really frustrating. They've broken through to Pex, and this pretty much means trying to fall back with our entire line if we can. I'm actually going to try to get in front of this unit and see if I can't sort of mitigate that damage, but of course it means completely giving up this front. Of course, I still want to go for that 9-point grab, but I'm pretty much just going to move all of my units out here. Excuse me. The only thing I'm not worried about is leaving Sarajevo to attack that unit right there, that Serb unit right there. It would, or I keep calling them, no, this is actually Serbia. It's not Yugoslavia yet. I could do that, but again, I feel so guilty leaving that open. Let me see if we could actually bring a unit over. Maybe bring one of these cavalry units over from the front line. To make sure that's going to work. Hold on. Because that would actually be a worthwhile move. I think we can do it. But again, holding Sarajevo with cavalry is risky. But to be able to kill another one of these units and also cut off that push that he's made, absolutely. I also brought down a German unit right there, if you guys didn't notice, just to make sure we have that support as well. Although, look at this. Are we really going to be able to sacrifice that cavalry unit? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. Although I don't think they can get over here very quickly. Let's see if there's anyone else we can pull over here on the Western Front. We just have so many units here, I feel like we could probably take one of these guys off. But if we don't have somebody to replace him, like over here, for instance, this is also a problem, then I don't know just how much we can really get away with. Huh. How do we deal with this? Maybe falling back over here is also not a bad idea. Or we cut through and see if we can cut them off. No, I think we fall back to Budapest. We leave the Brechin behind. We've got to try to do something here, but, you know, unfortunately, we might just be out of options. Again, bringing over that unit is really risky. I'm not going to be able to do it. Can they entrench? You know what? Entrenchments are better than nothing. I'm going to have to entrench with that unit. And, of course, they've been bombarding Metz nonstop. I think their plan is to, of course, eventually break through to Metz. So we need to do everything we can to hold it. But, yeah, I'm trying to find just some sort of alternative here. And one of the alternatives would be to take this unit from Gossice. I think this would just mean moving our entire front line, and you know what? That might not be such a bad idea. So, we're going to hold Sarajevo still. I don't want to lose it yet. And because of that, I'm going to start pulling back with this front line across the river. I will reinforce. I'm just going to hold a few more units at Tarnov, a few more turns at Tarnov. But we're going to fall back to Krakow. That's going to be the goal here. And just pretty much give up on this area. I don't think we're going to be able to do much with it anyway. Although over here, we still could damage the Russians a bit. So give them a bit of a beating before we head back to Krakow. Alright. And in the meantime, just reinforcing existing units is probably the way to go. Looks like that guy's not going to be able to reinforce. And this guy, since he just is a tiny detachment, will be just fine. He can reinforce a bit. This guy, no luck. So we just hold on. As for our Western Front, it's pretty nasty over here, but they are doing a lot of dangerous attacks, putting their men in harm's way. Now, last turn we managed to destroy a few of them, but I don't know if we'll get so lucky this turn. We're still going to try, of course, even with their defensive artillery. We are still the Templars of the trenches. It's pretty much the only skill we were able to research before being totally destroyed or crushed by Tortuga's forces here. So yeah, I'm definitely not going to do anything at Liège except hold on for dear life. And Mulfhausen is definitely a target they could go for. We won't switch out any units over there right now, but that's something we want to keep an eye on. We can still raid. Of course, we do have enemy ships here, but as long as we can get past them. Still trying to raid as many ports as I can, going over here to the British. This is the one place I felt we had a chance at a breakthrough in the Middle East, but now I'm starting to think maybe no cigar here. We'll still throw human wave attacks here at the British. Actually, the Anzac forces, the Australian forces, really, when you think about it. It's mostly Australian forces. And over here, we'll do what we can against the Russians, which is unfortunately not much. Except just harass their units. We're going to reinforce those units in Kuwait. And this is really the uprising in Fez, but unfortunately no real units that we can make use of. At least not right now. Although getting that guy down to 5 would really be good. Go, men! Let's hope we hold Liège. We got lucky in that we only lost 1 out of that group. But that's very, very mediocre luck, I'll be honest. And he's completely surrounded our submarine here to try to destroy it. Really good idea here by Tortuga Power. We're going to do what we can. Anyway, guys, I hope you're enjoying the series so far. It definitely seems like the time is fast approaching for defeat. But we'll do what we can while we're here. We'll try to keep the fight going temporarily, at least. But as soon as they come over here into the Baltic Sea, I'm not sure what we can really do. In the meantime, we'll try to repair these ships next turn. And maybe not put so much into manpower. But we need it. We need this manpower desperately to even just keep the Russians back right now. Alright, folks. See you in the next turn. Wish us the best of luck.